KXOJ, good morning. What's happening?
Who is this?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great.
Well, we're great. How are you, Mr. Who is
Brandon
this?
Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Man.
Yeah, I'm doing awesome.
Thanks for calling us this morning. We're so excited about your
All
tour
right.
coming up.
I have to admit something. This doesn't happen often, but Katie knows what I'm going to say.
Yes, I do.
I'm just a little bit, tiny bit starstruck. And again, it doesn't happen
No way.
for
Yes, he
all
is.
artists, but for you, like when I saw that you were coming, I didn't wait. I didn't hesitate. I'm like, are we giving away tickets? Do I get any tickets?
No free tickets for us.
I'm buying tickets. So I went and bought 4 tickets. I'm going to the show.
Yes, he is. And I've heard about it
Yeah.
every day, several times a day,
Yeah.
ever since he bought them.
It still blows my mind. I'm just like a local church kid, but somehow I get to travel the country now singing with thousands of people. It's crazy. So I'm honestly so excited. We head into tour rehearsals starting Thursday and Friday, and I just couldn't be more pumped to start seeing how things shape up.
Brandon, when was the last time you were called Mr. Brandon Lake?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been called Mr. Brandon Lake.
Our very special guest today, Brandon Lake, concert coming to the Maybe Center Sunday night, March the 10th, and more with Brandon. Don't miss it. Coming up next on KXOJ.
I read that your dad taught you how to play the guitar, and I know that you're a dad of 3 little boys. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. My dad had a guitar laying around growing up, and I thought that the kid on the back then we called it the praise and worship team. I thought he was so cool, and I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
So I said, Dad, you got to teach me. So he taught me G, C, D, and E minor.
There you go.
And then I kind of took it from there.
Yes, sir.
And then and the rest is history. But yeah, my boys, I have 3 boys, 9, 7, and 20 months. Blaze, Bo, and Banner. We're all B's, so I'm always running around the house just going.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Our dogs are named B as well. The coolest thing happened actually last night. My middle son shows some interest in singing for sure, but my youngest son, 20 months, Banner, he loves music already. And last night I was putting everybody to bed, and I picked up this guitar that has like 3 strings on it. It's up in my boys' room. It's just a mess. But I started kind of playing around on it, and my youngest son went into the closet and got his little ukulele and brought it out because I was playing my guitar. And again, he's only 20 months, and he jumped up on the bed and got in my lap and started playing his while I was playing my guitar.
Okay.
It was so precious. I'm like, maybe he's going to be the next Brandon Lake.
Oh.
Maybe he is the one. How
Yeah.
sweet is that?
Okay, and I have to commend you on the B's because I have 7 kids, and so in my house,
No way.
I always call them the wrong name, and then 2 of them start with M's. I got 3 M's.
Yeah.
I got 3 M's with the rest. So like I go through every name, Brandon. Before I get to the right one.
Ma instead of ba 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 ba.
Instead of ba, 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 ba.
You have 7. You have like an entire band. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's as many guys I have in my entire team. I think it's 7.
Oh, that's great.
Crazy.
Brandon Lake is our very special guest today. There's a VIP, there's a VSG, and he's our very special guest. And we'll talk about the tour itself and where the name came from right after this on 94.1 KXOJ. Hope you're having a good morning. Tell us about this great experience we're going to have at this worship. It's Tear Off
the Roof.
Come
Love that
on.
name. Tell us about that name.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a song on my newest record. The record's called Coat of Many Colors. And what's cool is, I liked the song. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites. And then I did a run of shows that was kind of like a record release run of shows last year. And when I got to that song, people just responded like better than maybe any other song. And so I was just really excited about that. And I love songs that educate people about God and have interwoven Bible stories in there, which Coat of Many Colors does, Tear Off the Roof does. And it was so cool to see a song that is so story-esque also be so responsive and got people with their hands up and worshiping. And the bridge is kind of rowdy. It's talking about the kind of power that we believe is in the room when God's in the room. And so when we were dreaming about doing some more shows with this new record, and I was like, I want to have a fresh title. And I remember getting on with my team on the Zoom, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted to call it, Coat of Many Colors or something else. And we're like, well, what's the heart behind why we're going out and even doing this? And within 30 seconds of jumping on the call, I was like, oh, guys, this is called the Tear Off the Roof Tour. Because that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, sonically, we're going to rock out and essentially tear off the roof of the place.
Yes.
But also, I love the story in the Bible where these friends, they have a friend who's paralyzed, and so they know Jesus is in town, and so they go to this house to get their friend in front of Jesus, but the house is completely filled, probably like what these arenas are going to be, completely packed out. You know, we got a lot that are already sold out.
Yes.
And so, like any redneck would do, like me, I love this redneck story in the Bible. I kind of picture it's like, hey, Bubba, go get a ladder. Billy, go get some rope. And, Sean, go get a shovel. And we're gonna just tear a hole in the roof.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Yeah.
So they do whatever it takes to get their friend in the presence of God. And so I want this tour to be evangelistic. I want people to bring their friends that need a touch from God, that need a word from God, that need to start a relationship with God. And so, or if you've been walking with the Lord for a long time, man, this is going to be a spiritual weightlifting session where we can just push each other, go to another level, and see God do what he does best and what he loves to do, and that's save, heal, restore, redeem, deliver, bring freedom. And so we're believing for all of those things, and obviously we're going to be singing a lot of songs that we love.
Brandon Lake, our special guest this morning. Concert coming up very soon, Maybe Center, March 10th. And we talk to him one more time next. Don't go away.
He really is. He really is a VSG.
Yeah.
This is so much fun today. Very special guest,
That's
Brandon
right.
Lake.
Besides your music, first of all, Gratitude changes my life. Every time I hear it, my
Yes.
hands go up, tears run down my face.
Wow.
It's wonderful. You painted that story about the paralytic. A little shout out for Chosen. Have you seen the episode?
I was
where
thinking the
that's
same
in
thing,
it?
Dave.
So with the music video, and I think that's a lot of the reason why people really have been drawn to this song too, is because we did the music video with The Chosen. I reached out to them. They're
Perfect.
good friends. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, it's on YouTube. And I reached out and I was like, I believe they do cover. We're still catching up on the end of season 3, but I was like, I do believe they cover both of the stories that are mentioned in the song. And marked where they lower their friend through the roof, but also the woman with the issue of blood.
Incredible.
Yes.
And so, which is verse 2 in the song. And so I reached out and I said, hey, Dallas, I'm friends with the director of the show. And I said, hey, would you guys want to do a collaborative music video? We'll take clips from the show, and then I'll have my own clips. And so we did that, and it's definitely been one of my most well-received music videos. And so we actually show content from The Chosen in the live show during that song. And yeah, we've had an amazing relationship with them. I love them so much. And it's been cool how we've been able to inspire each other in our own worlds to keep going.
Man, Brandon Lake and The Chosen, two of my favorites all together. I didn't even know. It's like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Right here at the Maybe Center, Brandon Lake. We are so excited
March
to
10th.
see you. March 10th. That's right.
It's a Sunday night.
Very few tickets left, so we
Yes.
are looking forward to it.
Get 'em.
Thank you, Brandon.